Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Belle, and this is your third stimulus update for the third stimulus package for Thursday, March 11th. Breaking news, guys. Biden has signed the historic $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief law. It is now law, guys, which means the checks are on their way. Direct deposits will be happening as soon as next week. As you can tell, I'm super excited, but before we listen to President Biden talk, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and give this video a big thumbs up for me. As usual, leave any questions or comments you have down below and I will get to it as soon as I can. So at this moment, I will be playing Nancy Pelosi when she passed the bill in the House. Let's watch.
Let's listen for just a moment, Gloria, to the speaker.
The motion is adopted. Objection to motion. Without objection, the motion to reconsider is laid upon the table. Okay.
All right, Gloria, I mean, you know it's a big deal when you have a moment like that, right?
Yeah, and I think you could see that in Nancy Pelosi. She's been sort of dancing lately. She's just so, you know, she's so thrilled with this package and what they were able to do. And again, you know, I think this tells you an awful lot about Joe Biden. He was in the Obama administration. His people were there. They learned from what they believe they did the wrong way. And Biden said all during the campaign, I promise you, I'm going to get you help. You remember this. Help is on the way. And the two things they always talked about were getting the vaccines in your arms and getting relief on COVID. And I think, you know, people in the administration right now are breathing a sigh of relief because they've got one big part of that done.
All right, guys, you heard what Nancy Pelosi had to say. You heard how excited she was about passing the bill in the House and in the Senate. I'm excited to see how this helps the American people. Let's listen to this CNN correspondent that will tell you exactly what's in the bill as it stands.
Families can expect thousands of dollars in relief. First, those stimulus checks, up to $1,400 for about 90% of households. The full amount for individuals making up to $75,000 a year and phasing out at $80,000. A check for each kid, and this time their adult dependents qualify. Think an elderly parent and college-age student. If history is a guide, once signed into law, it could take a matter of days to start to hit bank accounts. People with bank information on file with the IRS, they're likely to get their money first based on their most recent tax return. That's 2019 if you haven't filed for 2020 yet. But the bigger payout here is the expanded child tax credit, a critical and historic effort to eradicate income inequality and child poverty. It gives parents with children 6 and under $3,600 per child for a year and $3,000 per child aged 7 through 17, $500 for each child 17 and 18 or full-time college students 19 to 24. Key here, direct monthly payments instead of getting a lump sum at tax time. Some back-of-the-envelope math, a family with 2 parents, 2 kids making, say, $96,000 a year, added up, that's $1,400 stimulus checks 4 times, $3,000 for each child under 18, that's $11,600 for that family. Another example, a single mother with 1 child, a stimulus check and the child tax credit together equal $5,800. And there's a more generous earned income tax credit. So much of this legislation is geared toward low-income Americans. The Tax Policy Center says a low-income household with children will get an average tax cut of nearly $7,700, raising their after-tax income by more than 35%. This law is sprawling. There are tax breaks for childcare and dependent seniors or an incapacitated spouse, subsidies for healthcare premiums, money for agriculture, including $5 billion for disadvantaged farmers, a quarter of whom are black. There's housing aid, incentives for paid sick leave, plussed up food stamp benefits through September, money for vaccine distribution and for schools, and an extra $300 a week in jobless benefits through the fall. And the first $10,200 is tax-free for eligible households.
Okay, we heard what she had to say. Let me know down below if you guys have any questions about everything you've heard today. All right, let's hear what President Biden has to say.
An overwhelming percentage of the American people, Democrats, independents, or Republican friends, have made it clear, the people out there, made it clear they strongly support the American Rescue Plan. Yesterday, with the final passage of the plan in the House of Representatives, their voices were heard, reflected in everything we have in this bill. And I believe this is, and most people I think do as well, this historic legislation is about rebuilding the backbone of this country and giving people in this nation, working people, middle-class folks, people who built the country, a fighting chance. That's what the essence of it is. And I'm going to have a lot more to say about that tonight and the next couple of days and be able to take your questions. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is sign this bill and make the presentation tonight. And then there's going to be plenty of opportunities. We're going to be on the road, not only talking about what I'm talking about tonight is the impact on the virus and how we're going to end this pandemic. And we're going to talk at all the elements of the bill, beginning on Friday, Saturday, and through the week. So, thank you for being here. Got it. Thank you all. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, you heard it from the president's mouth himself. The bill has been signed. It is now into law, which means the checks are on their way. Direct deposits will be happening as soon as next week. Let me know down below if you have any additional questions that wasn't answered in today's celebratory video. Let me know down below, how are you feeling about this passing today, Thursday, March 11th? This is huge, guys. This is a good time to celebrate. While there are other areas that we should talk about and potential pitfalls that may happen because of passing such a large bill, but I do believe this bill being passed is a lifeline for Americans who are still going through the ringers because of this COVID-19 pandemic. All right, guys, that is all I have in today's celebratory video. If you have any additional questions I did not answer, as usual, please feel free to leave them down below for me. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and share it with a friend.